Wednesday, April 6th, 2022. Thanks for joining us. I'm George Gerbo. Top Pentagon leaders say Russia's military campaign in Ukraine is far from over, and the West must prepare for a years-long commitment to support the Ukrainian government. In testimony to the House Armed Services Committee, Ben Wolfgang reports Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin and Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff Mark Milley painted a grim picture of a world that is trending toward greater instability. While Russian forces have begun to withdraw from the outskirts of Kyiv and refocus their invasion on Ukraine's Donbas region, Milley cautioned that there will be more bloodshed. He said the U.S. should make preparations now to aid Ukraine in what is likely to be a lengthy battle. Russia, meanwhile, is trying to earn major goodwill in Southeast Asia by offering weapons, investment, and diplomatic support to Laos, Myanmar, Thailand, and Vietnam to buffer mounting losses caused by international sanctions. The charm offensive underscores the fact that a number of major players around the globe are still on the fence over how to respond to Russia's invasion. Some see those Southeast Asian countries following China's lead in the crisis, hoping to stay mostly on the sidelines as Russia battles with the U.S. and its allies and pressing for a peace deal without issuing any moral judgments. Congress is set to grill executives from the nation's biggest oil companies with accusations that corporate greed is to blame for high gasoline prices. Industry insiders, however, say the leaders are expected to tweak Democrats, Ramsey Touchberry reports, for embracing policies, including the slowing of domestic production, that have contributed to those soaring prices. Executives from BP, Chevron, ExxonMobil, and Shell are expected to face charges from Democrats that the companies engage in price gouging and market manipulation to make consumers pay more for energy and gasoline. And finally, the U.S. Postal Inspection Service said its covert internet snooping program didn't break the law, challenging an inspector general report that accused the agency of exceeding its law enforcement authority. The postal inspectors told our Ryan Lovelace that the audit missed the mark and that the activities were within their legal authority as set forth by federal statutes and case law. The Inspection Service said it would conduct a full review of its responsibilities and procedures. The audit uncovered searches that used keywords that didn't mention the mail, postal crimes, or postal facilities and personnel. The USPS Inspector General conducted the audit in response to a request from the House Oversight and Reform Committee. Find all of today's front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page or on the Washington Times app, and find us on any major podcast platform. Just search Washington Times in your favorite podcast app. You can also find us on Twitter and Instagram at Wash Times for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. For the Washington Times, I'm George Gerbo.